Present day. Present time.
We live in a dystopian world, my friends, filled with crime, corruption, and poverty, ruled by mighty power-hungry corporations and heartless, brutal governments. Each year we're facing another global crisis, and each day we're forced to face the consequences of previous ones. The corporate-backed mass media are feeding society with bland, easy-to-digest pap of processed news, brainwashing programs, and commercials, enforcing the ever-popular trend of buy more, think less. When I first read those words, I wasn't sure for a second whether they were describing the dark future or the world we live in today. For the past few days, I've been thinking about the best ways to start my channel and what words to open with, and I ended up choosing those ones as they stuck out for me. Now, before I go further, I'll talk about what cyberpunk means to me and my relationship with it. I've been into science fiction and fantasy since I was a kid, and I've always been interested in the futurism and sharing of new ideas. What's going to come next, how society will develop, how culture will change, and fashion. So I think The Matrix was the first big start for me. It became something I've thought back to quite often. The allegory of living in the Matrix also made me think of the lies that we've been told in society, like the Bush-era Iraq War, or how governments eroded privacy of their citizens, and now the repercussions of Republican lies on election fraud. On a more scientific level, it also got me thinking more about the integration of man and machine, as well as virtual reality, brain-machine interface, which is now entering mainstream with Oculus, and we're hearing about Apple releasing their headset soon, so we'll see about that. But anyway, soon after watching The Matrix, I checked out Ghost in the Shell, and that movie got me even more interested in the philosophy and exploring ideas of what reality is and our perception, and then man-machine integration again. So as I got more into those topics, I came across Ray Kurzweil and ended up realizing they're not just far out fantasies, but goals that scientists are working on right now, as we see with the new Neuralink video that was posted recently with the monkey. And you can check that out in a link I post in my YouTube channel right now. Imagine how society would change if we, for example, cured aging, or Neuralink became mainstream for non-disabled users in the future. In many ways, the body seems fragile when you compare with consistently advancing technology, and our mind and our socialization are behind on technology. And just look how badly we handle Twitter and social media these days.
I am nothing without my following. I am nothing without my following.
Bruh.
Another thing I noticed is that a lot of these stories take place this decade or early next decade. Ghost in the Shell is set in 2029. Deus Ex Revolution set in 2027. Johnny Mnemonic 2021. Cyberpunk 2020 is in, well, you guessed it, the 2020s. So it's be interesting to see how our society matches up this decade.
Welcome to the future.
Now, we haven't gotten to the point where we have implants yet, though Elon and others are working on that, but we do have VR and AR. A new fabric and fashion advancements, 3D printing, wearables, information warfare, social media, algorithms controlling what we see, and some levels of specific AI. So I have a lot of interest to explore here, and as my channel grows, I may split into 2 channels so that my content is more focused. But for now, we'll see where it goes, and I'd love to include gaming, VR, music, fashion, and some tech wear, a few martial arts tips and fitness as well. So see you in the near future. Alright, so I'm going to end on a more optimistic note. We have the power to shape our future, change the world. And if you like what you saw and heard, be sure to smash up that like button, click like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks, and take care.